very high. It is very highest tree. And a creeper that we call latar bolte हैं ना, it also creeps to the highest point of the tree and becomes equal. In the same way, he is taunting actually that Gaveston is a base, he is a minion, he is a servant, and he has become at the size of the king. It is not good. ही जस्ट लाइक ए क्रीपर, लतर जिसको बोलते हैं कि पेड़ पे वो भी चढ़ जाता है, उसको भी लगता है कि वो पेड़ के बराबर हो गया है, बट व्हाट इज द फैक्ट, वो ट्री के बराबर कभी नहीं होता है, ट्री के जैसा पावरफुल नहीं होता है. एक्चुअली ही इज कमेंटिंग किंग एडवर्ड, एंड व्हाट इज योर्स माय लॉर्ड ऑफ लैंकास्टर. Lancaster, my lord, mine's more obscure than Mortimer's. Pliny reports there is a flying fish which all the other fishes deadly hate, and therefore, being pursued, it takes the air. No sooner is it up, but there is a fowl that seizeth it. This fish, my lord, I bear the motto this unique Morse a death is at all sight. Actually, they are referring that there is a kind of fish, a flying fish, that flies in the air, and every other fish they hate them. Why? Because it has the special power of flying. But what is the problem with the flying fish? Whenever it flies in the air, the hawk, a dangerous words come and catches them, and in this way it is killed. Actually, this is instrumental, this is inferential to the king. What about that? Gaveston is just like a flying fish. When he will fly in the air, he may be killed. So he is hinting that you should concentrate on the offices, your work, not on Gaveston. Gaveston will be killed if he flies in the air. It means inherently he is threatening the king with the dire consequences of the killing of. He is very angry that his friend has been threatened with death. So, proud Mortimer, he answers, ungentle Lancaster, is this the love you beat your sovereign? This is the way that you respect your king? Is this the fruit your reconcilement bears? Can you in words make show of amity? In words you are showing friendship, but in your shields display your rancorous mind. But in activity, in action, your mind has been shown that it has rancor, animosity. What call you this but private libeling against the Earl of Cornwall and my brother? Because Gaveston is not a simple person. He is the Earl of Cornwall now, and you are libeling, you are calling him, you are threatening him. Queen Isabella, sweet husband, be content, they all love you. Again, Isabella is interfering that everything will be okay. Okay, all the barons love you, so don't be angry. They love me not that hate my Gaveston. That is the condition of the king. That if the people don't love Gaveston, it means they are not loving the king. If the people love me, they also must love Gaveston, my friend. That is the condition. I am that cedar, shake me not too much. Now the king is threatening. I am that cedar, the highest and the strongest tree. So don't shake me. And you, the eagle, soar you never so high. I have the jesses that will pull you down, and Acqui tandem shall that canker cry unto the proudest peer of Brittany, though thou comparest him to a flying fish. So king is threatening the young Mortimer. So you are threatening my friend, calling him a flying fish, and he would be murdered. Death is everywhere, and the death is waiting for him. And threatenest death, whether he rise or fall, nor fullest harpy that shall swallow him, young Mortimer. So in this way it shows that this dialogue of the King Edward shows that he is furious, he is angry with the hidden meaning of the word that they said. Young Mortimer, if in his absence thus he favors him, what will he do when he shall be present? Because Gaveston is not there, and king is favoring him even in his absence. So what will be the condition when Gaveston will come? That shall we see. Look where his lordship comes. So all the people are suspicious that what will be the behavior of the king. He is still engaged with Gaveston. So at the same time, Gaveston enters in the court. King Edward, my Gaveston, welcome to Tennymouth, welcome to the friend. Thy absence made me droop and pine away, for as the lovers of fair Dinah, when she was locked up in a brazen tower, desired her more and waxed outrageous, so did it sure with me, and how thy sight is sweeter far than was thy parting hence, bitter and irksome to my sobbing heart. So now king is very happy that his friend Gaveston has returned. Gaveston, sweet lord and king, your speech preventeth me mine, yet have I words left to express my joy. The shepherd snipped with biting winter's rays, frolics me more to see the painted spring than I do to behold your majesty. Gaveston is also happy to see his friend, the King Edward II. Will none of you salute my Gaveston? See, this is the behavior of the king. He wanted all the barons to salute not the king but his friend Gaveston. And Gaveston is just a base person, he's a minion, he's a servant. Nobody is going to respect him. But king wanted from all the people present there to salute his friend. So this will certainly infuriate the others. Salute him, yes, welcome Lord Chamberlain, but in compulsion they salute him. Welcome is the good Earl of Cornwall, everybody is saying. Welcome Lord Governor of the Isle of Man. Welcome Master Secretary. He is called by his post. Brother, do you hear them? Still will these earls and barons use me thus? So in this way देखो कि सब किंग के सामने उसको सैल्यूट करते हैं. दिस इज कंपल्सन, मजबूरी है कि वो किंग है, किंग का दोस्त है, अब सबको जबरदस्ती सैल्यूट करवा रहा है. व्हाट डज इट मीन एक्चुअली? Gaveston, my lord, I cannot brook these injuries. Actually, they are not saluting him, but commenting. They are taunting him. Queen Isabella, me poor soul, when these begin to jar, King Edward, return it to their throats. I will be thy warrant. Gaveston, base leaden earls that glory in your birth, go sit at home and eat your tenants' beef, and come not here to scoff at Gaveston, whose mounting thoughts did never creep so low as to bestow a look on such as you. Gaveston is threatening the barons. Threatening means उसको धमका रहा है कि सुरक्षित रहो, you should be safe at home, otherwise you may be revenged, you may be killed. Lancaster, yet I disdain not to do this for you. Draws his sword and offers to stab Gaveston. Now they are infurious. They are in attacking mode. They are much more aggressive. They are going to fight with Gaveston in front of the king. King Edward, treason, treason, where is the traitor? Here, here. He is calling all the people a traitor. Convey hence Gaveston, they will murder him. There is a chance that Gaveston may be murdered, because every baron is very infurious. The life of thee shall solve this foul disgrace. Mortimer, villain, thy life unless I miss mine aim, wounds Gaveston. In this way Gaveston was injured by the sword of Mortimer. Ah, furious Mortimer, what hast thou done? Isabella is very anxious that Mortimer has stabbed Gaveston. Stabbed means ये उसको घुसेड़ दिया है, उसका जो सोर्ड है, तलवार है, गैवेस्टन में घुसेड़ दिया है. No more than I would answer where he slain, exeunt Gaveston in attendance. So he was injured at last, and at last he went. King Edward, Yes, more than thou canst answer. Though he leave, dear, shall you both away this riotous deed out of my presence? Come not near the court. So this accident took place before the in the presence of the king himself, and his friend was injured. He was wounded by the sword of the barons. I'll not be barred the court of Gaveston. We will hale him by the ears unto the block. Look to your own heads. His is sure enough. So King Edward is threatening the barons that Gaveston is safe. You should care for your head, that you should not be beheaded. Look to your crown. If you back him thus, Warwick, these words do ill beseem thy ears. King Edward, now all of them conspire to cross me thus. But if I leave, I'll tread upon their heads, that think with high looks thus to tread me down. Come, Edmund, let's away and levy men. It is war that must abate this baron's pride. So at last the war was waged against King Edward II. Even in the presence of King Edward II, his friend Gaveston was injured by the sword of Mortimer. And Kent, he tried his best to convince the baron not to do this before the king, not to do any hefty thing before the king. So at last they went away, exeunt King Edward, Queen Isabella, and Kent. So let's do to our castles, for the king is moved. Moved may he be, and perish in his wrath. Although king is very angry, some has opinion that now they should return, but the people are very aggressive toward the King Edward. Lancaster, cousin, it is no dealing with him now. He means to make us a stoop by force of arms, and therefore let us jointly here protest to prosecute that Gaveston to the death. Because king has threatened the all, he will take resort of arms, and they will be perished, they will be punished. So now they are thinking that they should wage war, or they should be united. They should protest all to the government, to the king of Edward II. By heaven, the abject villain shall not live. Now they have decided not to allow Gaveston to live on this earth. Gaveston should be murdered now. He should be killed immediately. I'll have his blood or die in seeking it. So everybody is retaliative. Everybody has become revengeful, that they are ready to murder Gaveston, his friend. The like oath Pembroke takes, and so doth Lancaster. Now send our heralds to defy the king, and make the people swear to put him down. So now they are opposed to the king. They came forward to protest against the king, and they have declared that he will kill Gaveston. At the same time, messenger comes. Letters from whence? From Scotland, my lord. So letter is provided to Mortimer. Why now, cousin, how fares all our friends? My uncle's taken prisoner by the Scots. We will have him ransomed, man. Be of good cheer. Who should defray the money but the king? Seeing he is taken prisoner in his wars, I'll to the king. What is the news? That the uncle of young Mortimer has been made captive by the Scot, and now he was to be ransomed. What do we ransom? Ransom क्या होता है कि उसको कब्जा कर लिया है. अब क्या है कि अब रैंसम देना पड़ेगा, पैसा देना पड़ेगा. जैसे फिरौती देते हैं ना, वैसे फिरौती देना पड़ेगा तब छुड़ाएगा. तो कौन फिरौती कौन देगा? एक्चुअली फिरौती किसको देना है? फिरौती किंग को देना चाहिए, बिकॉज ही वॉज फाइटिंग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द किंग. सो उसी को देना चाहिए. When everybody was became enemy of king, at the same time this accident took place, that the elder Mortimer has been made captive, and ransom is needed. And who should pay the ransom? It should king. Why? Because he was fighting on behalf of the king. So that's why they are wishing that he should also pay this ransom. Cousin, I'll bear the company. Meantime, my lord of Pembroke and myself will to Newcastle here and gather head about him then, and we will follow you. Be resolute and full of secrecy. Warwick, I warrant you. Cousin, if he will not ransom him, I'll thunder such a peal into his ears as never subject did unto his king. Young Mortimer is retaliative, and he is determined if the king is not ready to pay the ransom that we call फिरौती, कि अगर वो ransom pay नहीं किया तो then I will destroy the king. No, I will disturb the king like nobody has disturbed. Subject means people. ना, ये जो प्रजा होता है कि आज तक कभी इस तरह से किसी ने नहीं किया होगा जैसा वो करेगा. If his father is not made free, अगर उनके फादर को नहीं छुड़ाया गया तो. Enter guard. Mortimer, yeah, marry such a guard as this doth well. Lean on the way. Whither will you, your lordship? Whither else but to king? Young Mortimer is going to meet the king to inform him that his father has been made captive by the Scots and he should be freed and the king should pay the money. Will he be ready? King will be ready? No, it doesn't seem that he will be ready. His Highness is deposed to be alone. The guard says that king will not meet anybody in this time. He is sleeping. Why so? He may, but we will speak to him. He is adamant to meet him. Guard, you may not in, my lord. Maybe not. Guard is protesting because he has been informed that nobody should allow to enter the king and talk to him because he is taking rest. But he doesn't accept this. Enter King Edward and Kent. How now? What is the problem? What noise is this? Who have we there? Isn't you? Young Mortimer, nay, stay, my lord. I come to bring you news. What news? Mine uncle's taken prisoner by the Scot. The Scot has captured my uncle, Elder Mortimer. Then ransom him? He is not taking it seriously. King is not serious. It was in your wars you should ransom him because he was fighting on behalf of you. So you should pay the ransom. What, Mortimer, you will not threaten us. And you shall ransom him or else. Listen, he is threatening the king that king should pay the ransom and make my uncle free. Or if he doesn't pay, he threatens him. What, Mortimer, you will not threaten him. Quiet yourself. You shall have the broad shield to gather to him. He is throughout the realm. Your minion Gaveston had taught you this. Mortimer thinks that he must have been taught. Who taught him? Actually, Gaveston. It means on the idea of Gaveston, he is doing all this. My lord, the family of the Mortimers are not so poor, but would they sell their land and would levy men enough to anger you? We never beg, but use such prayer as this. Listen, he is ready to pay ransom. He will sell his land. He will also extort levy from the people, or in this way people will be enraged. No, if tax collection will be forcefully collected, the people will be enraged and they will fight against the king. So it is the matter. So lays hold of his sword. Mortimer is very angry. Even he is ready to fight against the king. Shall I still be haunted thus? Nay, now you are here, alone I'll speak my mind. And so will I, and then my lord farewell. Everybody is furious because king has denied paying a cowdy, that we call even a paisa, even a smallest amount of money to ransom the elder Mortimer. So now they are angry. The idle trims, mask and lascivious shows, the prodigal gifts bestowed on Gaveston have drowned thy treasure dry and made this weak the murmuring commons over a stress hath. Because you are poor, because everything is ruined, because you have thrown all the treasury of this country on Gaveston, so you can't pay the ransom. That is the condition. You have become very poor. Look for rebellion, look to be deposed. Thy garrisons are beaten out of France. and lame and poor lie groaning at the gates. The wild O'Neill hath swarms of Irish kerns, leaves uncontrolled within the English fell, unto the walls of York the Scots made road, and unresisted drove away rich spoils. It means the country England is in danger. Every king is attacking over England. Even the Scots, they are occupying land. They are making road nearby our border area, just like China today. No, and the Normandy has been occupied by the King of France, and nobody is taking seriously. Gaveston, he has been using his power, actually misusing his power. So everybody is against of the decision of the king. Everybody is threatening the king. The haughty Dane commands the narrow seas, while in the harbor ride thy ships unrigged. So this has become the condition of the country. Now it is going to be a poor country. That foreign prime sends the ambassadors, who loves thee but a sort of flatterer. Actually, nobody respects you. They say that only the flatterers love you. They show their love, and that is a vain love. That is an artificial love. That is not a real respect. Nobody loves you. Nobody respects you. You have lost your respect in this country. Thy gentle queen, sole sister of Wales,